What's up, everyone? This is JT here. I'm going to go through my Return of the Jedi card collection that I've had for probably 42 or 43 years. This was my own personal collection that I made when I was younger. I don't have every single card, but we're going to go through it. I collected for a while and then I stopped, and that was it. So here it is. Let's take a look at them. This is card number one. Card number one. All right, so let's go through these. I'm just kind of documenting Princess Leia, all the big characters on the first few cards right here. Lando, he had a card before Chewbacca. Chewbacca should have come first. It's more important. But yes, these cards meant everything to me when I was younger. The ice cream man who used to pass by would carry these cards. So my mother would give me, I don't know, whatever it was, $1, $2, and I would head down to the street and make my way over to the ice cream man, and everyone else was buying ice cream and ice pops. Not me. I was buying these Return of the Jedi cards. So they used to sell these cards. That's awesome. Snoodles. What's up, Snoodles? They actually did, not to change subject real quick, but on the Return of the Jedi remake, not the remake, the newer edition with the CGI, this thing looks terrible. Gives you a big kiss at the end. Yeah. I think it was better original without all those special effects. It was not well done, unfortunately. I know what they were going for, but it wasn't happening. But these cards, what I was saying before, these cards were everywhere. These cards were in, like, you know, if you were in Walmart or if you were in a department store, they were there. You can get them at the end of the aisle, or actually get it at the checkout counter. I remember my mother used to shop in this fabric store, and I was like 9 years old or 10 years old at the time, and she dragged me along with her. So I wound up going to the fabric store, and I was like at checkout. I was like, no way. I was like, there's Return of the Jedi cards. I was like, you got to buy me a pack. I just put up with you going to get all your fabrics and yarn and whatever to do your crafts. And I did that quite often. So when she had to go, you can be sure that I went. No doubt about it. And pick these up whenever you could. This thing scared me when I was younger. Yep. The Gamorrean guard. There we go. Get him in frame. Scared me. Deadly Cannon. The Raging Battle. That's actually a really cool card. I like that. That probably should have been one of the first ones. This is card number 51. So, yep. That's a pretty nice outfit there, if you ask me. This is the Death Star. Now, I believe they have something similar to Disney World. If you go on that, what is that ride called? I forgot the name of the ride. It's not coming to me. But there is that ride that when you go on, I guess the doors open up and you see all of these stormtroopers there. I have not been on it yet, but I will. What is the name of that ride? I can't think of the name. Yeah, it's not coming to me. That's what happens when you get old. You forget everything. What was I talking about again? What was I doing? Just kidding. Mon Mothma. I don't know why this bothered me. Just her name bothered me. It was like they were trying to say mother and mom at the same time. You know, she was one of the older women in the series, and I feel like they couldn't figure out a name, so they're just like, mom, mother, mama, something like that. I don't know. My own personal thoughts. I'm weird like that, though. So I don't know if it is. Oh, yeah, absolutely. General Akbar, Fishman. That was awesome. The plan begins. Forest of Endor. This was great. This was a video game, Return of the Jedi, and that's what it was. You were actually on, like, the moon of Endor, and you're in one of those little speeders, and you'd have to, you know, avoid capture and try not to hit the, you have to navigate your way around the forest So that was awesome. Yes, yes, yes. That's not good. But I used to have all the... Actually, you know what? I don't know why I said used to. I still have all of these action figures. I have them. I think I have them all. I was a huge Star Wars fan back in the day. And I still am now. I'm not as big a fan of the newer ones, obviously. The ones that Disney put out. I don't know if any real Star Wars fan is. I like them. Don't get me wrong. And I'll watch them, and I have watched them, but not like the original 3, which are technically numbers 4, 5, and 6 that were released in like 1977, 1980, and 83, I think, or 82 for Return of the Jedi. Something like that. Yep. So I do like just documenting my, where are we on, 97 here? I do like documenting my my collection, no matter what it is. And these were definitely part of my collection. Obviously, I've got 100 to 1 baseball cards compared to these, but I do have a decent amount of, I should turn that other one, sorry. I do have a decent amount of non-sports cards, and usually they come in collections that I purchase. So some of these collections have cards that are not necessarily sports cards, and I have a short on that. I might actually make a full video on it and show you guys. I like that. That's a cool card. That's like one I would get framed. I mean, not framed, but I would get graded. Not because I think it's worth getting graded, but just because I think it's awesome. Because the condition on these are terrible. I mean, you're talking about, not, some of them are poor. I mean, look, you have creases and wrinkles and soft corners and other creases. Like, these are just like borderline fair to good. Some are good. This might go for a good, maybe even a VG, but I don't think I have any that are VGEX. None that would grade a 4. So, yeah, not happening. But I might do a video on all of my, checklist. I might do a video on my cards that are not sports cards. So let's put these out here. And here is Series 2 that starts at 133. Okay, and there's the card. But I have cards from Indiana Jones. I have cards from The Incredible Hulk. I have cards from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Back to the Future, Superman, Batman, Charlie's Angels, if you remember Charlie's Angels from like the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah. Alf, the sitcom Alf. And what else? Garbage Pail Kids. I don't have a heck of a lot of Garbage Pail Kids. That's not good. Alexa, turn the downstairs lights on. There we go. It must be, I have it set to go off at like 12:06, so it must be 12:06. I need my light for my cards. What are they doing to me? But if you've stuck around this long, thank you for watching. And we still have a few more cards to go in my Return of the Jedi set, 1983. These cards were sold, printed, and sold to my local ice cream man. Yes. There we go. Nothing crazy here. And that is it. That is my Series 2 and my Series 1. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching as I drop these cards right here. There we go. Not too worried about handling these because they're not in great shape or anything. So if I happen to drop one, I'm not going to cry about it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Stay cool. Bye-bye.